Today it will be like, oh, happily gray, happily gray. I respond to Mary happily gray. Sometimes Mary Sang, Mary Lawless, Mary Lee, like whatever's thrown my way.
You have so many names.
I know. I am motivated by doing. I don't think a lot. I do think and I do plan, but like it's limited.
Once you get that gut feeling and it's right,
then I go. And I don't really, I'm not one that creates a big process or a big agenda. Like,
you're doing a lot of stuff. You're pinning, you're Instagramming, you're blogging, you have a store, and you're not just like posting a quick picture here and there. Like, you like edit them, and like you go out and you take great shots, and like you put little video montages. You know, you were spending so much time.
It's not just me. Our brand was kind of built on that. It was built around an edit. It was built around like composition of the grid and really like, you know, taking that into account. But now we're moving away from that, and it's more about the candid moments. I especially feel more called to that as a mom now, because we all know motherhood is not curated. It's not clean. Most of the time it's not pretty. And I feel called to share those moments. I'm so thankful for what I get to do, and I love the autonomy that my job gives me, especially now that I have a daughter and it allows me to be with my family. Like more freedom within that. I just don't take it for granted, and that I still have that same like gut feeling like, okay, what am I going to do? What's next? What's the new thing to keep this thing going? And I hope that never goes away, because that is honestly what gives me that healthy fear of pushing me to be more creative and launch more verticals, and you know, with what feels right within the company. But it pushes me to yeah.
And before you were Happily Gray, though, you've had like a lot of life happen. Like
I loved it. It was I went to school for nursing because I love taking care of people, and you know, you're their go-to when they're in fear, when they have a question, when they're hurting, when they're happy, when they reach a new goal. And so I just love being that rock for that patient, and educating the family and getting them through, which is like a really big, one of the most probably traumatic experiences those people go through. And becoming a mom has helped me even more with that. You have to give yourself so much grace.
Have to.
And you see such a bigger picture, and your world opens up, that those things that you used to sweat, or that I used to sweat, like, you know, like I don't as much anymore. And it's not because of anything I've done. It's just how like life has evolved. And I think becoming a mom is just, one of the most beautiful things.
You just never experienced anything like that in your life.
It's kind of like, what did I do? Who did I think about before they were here? My team members, like those girls, rely on me to be that leader and to say, okay, like this went wrong, but here's our next step. This is how we're going to fix it. And that's just, they need to see that example from me. And that's just the nature of small business too. You know, being thankful, staying like in this like heart of thanks, is I feel like the world revolves then. Listening to praise and worship in the mornings, and I can't tell you how big of a difference that's made in our days. Like it sets the tone for the day. I'm always trying to encourage my team to think of new things and new verticals, new ways that we can be impactful, but while we're like staying in our brand DNA, you know, not like just like throwing out ideas, but like strategically thinking of what really will resonate with our brand. You know, it's a lot of people that help me and that shoot down my crazy ideas, because I have a lot. But no, it's why I feel so thankful.
I'm sure you hope this for Navy, and I hope this for Sunny. Like, I hope that they can grow up and be a woman like you, that like can have all these great qualities and like still love their family, still be this creative dreamer, still be a great mom, still figure out a balance, not feel like you're nailing it all the time, but still trying and showing up and working on themselves. And you're just a really great example of that. And you don't cut any corners. That was another thing. You don't cut any corners.
No right or wrong way. I mean, especially now.
It's happily gray.
I mean, it's like so much punt around that, and never intended it, but like so many people think it's because I love the color gray, and I'm like, no, it actually does not have much to do with that. I think one of the biggest things I struggle with is just, you know, not being able to like living in the now. I love this town so much because there's truly so many women in this town that have that, like, you know, glimmer that you just connect with, and it's exciting. My headspace has been the most is give yourself a little grace, more grace than what you think, we, that's what life's all about, the highs and lows, and don't be so hard on yourself. That's what it's about, is growing and learning, and there's got to be ups and downs to be able to do that.